the time is now 10:39. In the studio now we have got Zain Segal, who's the co-founder of an organisation called Boots and Beards. Zain, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. I'm just making sure the mic is okay. Here we go. So, as I say, you're the co-founder of Boots and Beards, which is a hiking club based in Glasgow, and the aim of Boots and Beards is to unite like-minded adventurers to go exploring and promoting Scotland's natural landscape with the ethnic minority community, black minority community. So what I was going to ask is actually, first of all, the name. Where does Boots and Beards come from? Do you need to have a beard to be part of this?
Our tagline should have actually been "Beards aren't essential." The name, it was myself and my two cousins who set the group up, and we thought we'd take a quirky angle to it. And basically, as you mentioned, we are really a hill walking group, and we are looking to do other things down the road, but predominantly we're catering for the BMU community, and we're doing hill walks every second week. And we've been doing that since April of last year officially, and unofficially we've been doing it since 2015. So
every fortnight.
Every fortnight, yeah.
Excellent. So how long are these walks?
The walks are approximately 4 to 6 hours, but that's taken into consideration travel to the site and back. So an hour going, an hour coming back.
It's not too bad.
So yeah, it's not too bad, and it's not strenuous, as in we tend to keep them so everyone can kind of enjoy it. It's not.
You don't need to have past experience then?
No, not at all. No.
Be a beginner as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, anyway, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit more about what Boots and Beards does and how it helps the black minority ethnic community in Glasgow? I suppose that's what I was going to ask.
So it's a hill walking group which allows different parts of the BME community. So it's predominantly guys at the moment who come along, and it helps them to. Right now, the issue within the community is that there aren't enough, or they're very limited amount of male orientated groups. So this is kind of like a medium for them to come out and talk about stuff and just enjoy. We've got a wide variety of people who join us, from people who are doing charity walks. We've got a guy who's been regular for the past couple of months, and he's doing an Arctic challenge in March, and he's raised about £3,000.
That's impressive, isn't it?
And then you get other parts of the people who are just suffering from mental health issues, who want to come out and kind of help them in that respect.
Big range then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a wide range, yeah.
Right. Okay, well, now I believe congratulations in order, because I see that you recently picked up the Volunteer Community Champion Award.
Thank you.
At the recent SEMVO Awards for the work that you've all been doing over the past year with Boots and Beards in conjunction with the Forestry Commission Scotland. Obviously, this is a testament to your hard work. Can you share some of the secrets as to why this project has been so successful over the past year?
I think it's been successful on many different reasons. I think having like-minded people come along for the walks, enjoy it, the support from the Forestry Commission Scotland and SEMO, they've helped, which they've allowed us to gain training, first aid training, how to do stuff traditionally. For example, doing like cooking sessions outdoors, how to light a fire without lighters or matches, just going old school. And I think the way our organisation video has helped, because when we started off unofficially, we'd go for a walk, we'd take pictures and videos, put up on Facebook and social media, and people would say, hey, we want to come along for the next walk when you're doing it. And instead of saying, come and join us, we thought we'd set it up officially, so we gained the sufficient training, and then we launched officially. So I think social media helped spread the word within the community and got a lot of people involved, and it kind of rolled from there.
Excellent. Well, in your acceptance notes, it was evident that the aim of the project was to tackle a few of the key issues that are prominent in today's society. And you mentioned it yourself that even people dealing with mental health issues have come along as well. Video game culture, encouraging more bonding time between parents and children, and getting the Asian community outdoors or amongst nature are some of how you've seen these issues being tackled. What feedback have you been given from the participants in regards to their enjoyment of these walks? Feedback's
been absolutely brilliant. I mean, when we started off, it was it was a dads and lads thing. So my cousin and he wanted to, because we're all kind of business owners, we've got our own businesses and we don't get enough time with the kids. So we thought we'll choose one weekend, take the kids out, and that way the kids and their dads can interact with each other. So the feedback that we were given was people wanted to come along and really just kind of, your usual traditional thing is, give them an iPad or give them an Xbox and that'll keep them quiet or keep them entertained. Whereas this way they're getting to interact with nature and just talk about what dads and, the lads would kind of talk about. And in the process, we've been given support with the John Muir Trust, which is beneficial to the kids because in their own school curriculum, they can kind of expand on their John Muir Award. So,
what year is that then for the John Muir Award?
It can be, I think it's primary to secondary. There's different stages.
Okay.
So right now we'll be giving kids who've joined us for some of the walks, we'll be giving them a beginner's certificates at the end of this week. So once they've had that, it'll give them a taste of what they've got and what they need to do to achieve the next stages.
That's great.
So that's a bit of a stepping stone for them, And
something to aim for.
Exactly, yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Well, we're part of a culture where we're becoming increasingly accustomed to spending our days indoors, which you just said as well, rather than sitting on the Xbox and stuff. But living in Scotland, perhaps we have more of an excuse than other parts of the world with our awful weather. But research shows that being outdoors does help us in many ways. So can you tell us a little bit about the benefits for us being outdoors?
Yeah, the benefits are amazing. You look at some of the government studies, they show that nature and mental health is a really close link, between that. I mean, if you take a look at some of the inventions, some people actually don't know this, but if you take a look at the iPad, for example, Steve Jobs never let his kids use the iPad. A former Wired magazine editor said he would never let his kids near technology because he knows the challenges and the difficulties and the addictiveness to these gadgets. So I mean,
make money from making people do that is so bad, isn't it?
Exactly. So I mean, if these top tech editors are saying this, so why should we? So the benefits are health, mental health, stress, depression. All of these are great for the mind, for the soul when you're out there in nature.
So apart from coming along for a hike with Boots and Beards, what other outdoor activities and woodland spaces would you recommend around Glasgow area for our community?
One of which I know pretty well, it's an organisation called Soul Riders. Soul Riders, they're based in Pollokshields.
Just round the corner?
Yep, it is, yeah. They do a lot of fantastic stuff, cycling, and they're doing a lot of stuff with refugees at the moment. Apart from that, the 4th of March 2017, we'll be celebrating the World Wildlife Day, and that's part of the Awaz climate change programme as well. So that'll be in Clarkston.
When's
that? 4th of March, which is a Saturday, and it's in Greenbank Gardens in Clarkston.
How do you get involved in that then?
So if you want to get involved, get in touch with Awaz and just stay tuned to the social media channels because we'll be publicising the event pretty soon. But that'll be a fun-packed day with a lot of kids' activities and a lot of stuff to do with nature. Excellent. And food, of course.
Right, you've got to have food, haven't you? Excellent. Okay. In terms of I can't even talk here. Boots and Beards, basically. So if anybody wants to join yourselves, how do you go about it? What's the best way to join the club?
The best way to do is on our website. We've got all the schedule of our walks and where we've been. So it's www.bootsandbeards.co.uk. Okay. And on that you can log on and see what our next walks are and how to get involved.
Okay, so it's all just is there a cost?
No, there's no cost.
There's no cost.
There's no cost at all.
Bonus. Yeah. I like that. Okay, so finally, one of the most heartwarming things about your project is seeing, as you said, parents and children going outdoors, bonding amongst nature. In today's fast-paced world, why do you feel it's important that parents and children spend quality time outdoors in particular?
I think something that I touched on previously is within the Asian community, most of us tend to have our own businesses. We run small businesses, and there is no time as spare time. We're even working when we shouldn't be working, And
we
that,
created the 24-hour shop.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I think it's important to kind of zone off and kind of go middle of nowhere where there's not. Some places you go to, some sites that you go to, there is no reception, so you can't even use your phone.
Yeah.
So it's important to go out there and just kind of like disconnect.
Yeah.
And I've never been a hiker myself. It's only as of recent, the last 2 years, and apart from
Surprisingly,
fitness, yeah, just the amount of stuff that you learn and see, and you don't appreciate. Like, you know, you want to go on holiday to Turkey or Dubai or whatever, but you don't realise the beauty on your doorstep,
I know,
what you've got.
We're very lucky to have that. And most of us don't explore it. You're right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Is there any final word before we close off?
Our next walk is going to be on the 5th of February, so anyone interested in, please do come along.
Where's that?
That'll be in Puck Glen in
Puck Glen.
Stirling, yeah.
Excellent.
And there'll be buses from Pollokshields that go car sharing as well.
Right. So just go onto your website, a thing there, and that tells you where to start.
That's correct,
meet
yeah.
up. And is that usually morning? Start quite early?
It is, yeah. So we tend to start off about 7 o'clock and then be done for about 1. So that means people who have the Sunday off have still got the majority of the day to spend with their families.
Excellent. What about in terms of kit and stuff? Anything you need to prepare to bring along?
The kit list is on the website. It's very basic,
Is it?
just footwear and jackets.
Okay.
Those are two main things, but we've got a kit list.
Okay. It's online, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
Thank you. Zane, thank you so much for coming along and telling us a little bit about Boots and Beard. We hope that it continues to grow and becomes more and more popular. As you say, there's a lot of benefits that people don't realise they can get from just simply hiking. So,
Thanks. No worries. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so much. Take care.